this sort of fake world of like being dangerous and such. And then I remember living in Chicago with a good friend Kevin, and we had an apartment and we're living over this like single mom and her son, and you know, we're making like little money, you know, just improvising and doing whatever jobs. And I remember one time showing up, it was Saturday night, and her and like her friends were all like, you know, gangbangers. We're like hanging out with them. I mean, like, it's just, I can tell you that they were gangbangers. They're hanging out in the front stoop, so we had to go past them. And so this was kind of our first chance to meet them, you know. And so inevitably, you know, they're like, oh, you guys live upstairs? You know, it's like, yeah. You know, it's like, hey, you know, it's like, you know, you wanna have a drink and like, you know, hang out. And we got invited into the apartment. You know, and so they're like, oh man, we're out of beer. You know, so of course that meant we buy beer. And so I was like, I went on the run, and I went with this Puerto Rican chick, and we're walking, and she's just like, let me ask you a question. Are you guys faggots? And they're like, no, two guys living together? Like, no, we're not gay. We're actors. But you know, so then we like get back in the apartment, and somebody pulls out a joint, you know, and these guys are really tough looking. They're all full of tattoos, like huge muscles, and they have girlfriends, and they put on the music, and it's kind of this thing where it's just like this kind of, you know, like I grew up in the suburbs, you know, and so kind of like I started to relax. I was like, this is cool. We're meeting different people we don't know there. Like we're talking, and there's music going on. We're really stoned, and you know, I started to kind of like lose track of like the whole sort of situation. And as I kind of, you know, started to kind of look around, there's this one guy. It was like this real tough guy. He had his girlfriend. And he had his arm around like her neck, and he had a gun to her head. Yeah. And you know, so it's like kind of one of these high moments. She was like, oh, that's so cool. And so like, what? What the fuck? And I was like, I started looking over to Kevin, like, are you seeing this? And he's like holding a gun to her head. And I was just like, I don't want to see somebody die. I just want to meet my neighbors. You know? And then he pulled the trigger. Click. It was a plastic gun. Yeah. And then he just kind of proceeded to like point it at all of us and like pull the trigger. And it was just like, hey, it's getting late. I gotta go. Real danger.
The winner for Best Eyes, Tom Harris.
Thank you so much.
And you can. They just decided. It's really close. Wow. Wow. The winner for Best Smile, Tom Harris.
I appreciate it. Yes, and I'd like to thank my.
All right, don't do anything that you're gonna regret. Now, we got you some plaques. One says best hair. The other one's we got you the best.
I want the votes! I don't want the plaques!
Collect those votes. It's gonna take time. I'm gonna give you some more time.
Take the time and get the votes!
The winner for best overall face.
Daryl, don't read them! Don't read them!
Tom Harris! The winner for best personality. Kathleen Roberts. You have the best personality.
What? Come on now.
That's a good award, Catherine. Best personality, I mean, that lives on. People remember that. People don't remember the physical features. They remember the people that were nice to them.
Sarge, I looked all over. I can't find the handcuffs or the
Tough guy.
Yeah.
But I feel like sometimes I don't know what's going on in your head. I feel like you're someplace else.
Shh. Milkshake?
Yeah. You know what, bet who's not having a milkshake tonight?
Who?
That kid where you busted his esophagus.
Yeah, sure, I'll go check, sure. Yeah, thanks you invited me to my house. You know, your house. Hey, yeah.
Take this milkshake.
Sure, sure.
I'm sorry,
Well,
okay?
you're sorry for what?
For punching you in the esophagus. I'm doing a speech impediment, so I wanted you to come over here. What? I'm sorry, okay? What more do you want from me?
No, it's fine.
What more do you want from me?
Hey,
To answer your question, yeah, my dad does do it to me.
I think there has maybe been a misunderstanding. I came only to try to borrow some sugar. Your husband attacked me.
Yeah.
Attacked me. I did not mean to do this.
My bat was longer.
He's weak.
Are you making fun?
I'm trying to get myself activated. I don't.
Mikhail, I live next door. My wife, Irina, she has met you on playground. She said, of course, she knows us.
Have you built a tunnel between our basements?
No.
I've heard that's one of the first steps, and then we'll just connect with the system of tunnels.
Oh my God, Rebecca, it's true.
No, none of this is true. I am going to go back now.
I don't
Irina
believe
will finish part
in
of the sugar.
ownership of property. If I had my way, I would not be on this mortgage.
Such a nice neighborhood. Good school.
Is there a password?
Are you guys on the rocks or something?
I'd say we're beyond the rocks now. I've been dumped in a lot of ways. This is by far the most underhanded. Having your spy boyfriend beat me up with ninja moves. Oh my God.
No, really.
Tape of Princess Diana's wedding.
Oh, okay, we can do that too.
Because we don't have a VHS.
It's actually beta.
We don't have either one.
Yeah, it's way better.
This is Brian Gumble with Jane Pauley, and we're here at today's show is
Can you fast forward it?
No, I like to relive it in real time because if you fast forward it, then you're not experiencing it. Do you want me to just fast forward to the vows?
The carriage ride. See the carriage ride.
I watched these promos for 2020, and then we'll come back, and he's going to be standing up. Now, we'll get to the carriage ride in about 25 minutes. We're going to talk for a while. It's really good. We're going to talk about the traditions of royalty.
I'm sorry about Jamie.
Mm-hmm.
But he's in the hospital. I'm sorry he's in the hospital.
Yeah. He's a good kid.
Bathroom. I think I have to go to the bathroom. Can I go to the bathroom?
No.
No, I'm sorry, I was kidding. I'm not good.
Is it over in there? Thanks. Will you stop the tape?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Wasn't she beautiful, Bryant? In that beautiful gown, with all of its sequins and diamonds.
Oh, just wait.
What is it about beautiful women, huh?
Cheryl, come in the warm room, come on. It's cool, I have the secret compartment under my bed. I keep like all kinds of cool stuff in there, nobody knows about it, so.
You have a child in there.
Yeah.
Great audience. So let's have the cast members introduce themselves. Just come on.
Topher,
Catherine, Jules,
Michael.
Mark.
Jamie,
Michael.
Joe.
Greer.
Bird.
That was great. If you want to see more improv, we have more shows going on tomorrow night at 6
6 o'clock
and 8 o'clock.
So tomorrow is the
we all started work on this, Matt, Amelia, Bree, me, Sean, Jeff, and John, but we've all worked really hard to put it together, but no one's worked harder than this girl. So, everybody,